Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider First Down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Hello, everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Field on a beautiful night for high school football. I'm Joe Hurlbert. I'll be joined by Zach Farrell momentarily. Tonight is homecoming, and the St. Mary's Rough Riders will take on their rival from across the county, the Wapakoneta Redskins. The Redskins come in with a record of 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The Rough Riders come in 2-1 overall and 1-1 in the Western Buckeye League. Of course, the Rough Riders are trying to come off that loss to Defiance last week, 14-10, and hopefully they can get back on the winning ways, and they'll have to play a lot better football than they did last week to take this game to the Wapakoneta Redskins. So should be a great ball game tonight. Of course, tonight is homecoming, and right now you see on the field the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Marching Band as they get ready to perform their pregame show here for the fans at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. As I look about, stands are starting to fill up on both sides of the field. A lot of red and white and black on the far side and a lot of blue and gold here just below the press box here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. For the St. Mary's Rough Riders, again, they've got to shake off that loss and bounce back from that 14-10 loss last week on the road against Defiance. The Rough Riders come in tonight averaging 26 points a ball game. The Wapakoneta Redskins come in averaging 37 points a ball game. They are first in the Western Buckeye League in scoring offense. Their defense is second in the Western Buckeye League in points allowed, giving up just 14.7 points per game. The Rough Rider defense ranks first in the Western Buckeye League in scoring defense. They're just giving up 11.3 points per contest. Of course, the Wapakoneta Redskins, obviously, they're led by their quarterback, Caleb Moyer. He's a 6'2" junior. On the season, he's 37 completions on 51 attempts for 517 yards, 5 touchdowns, and more importantly, no interceptions to date. His favorite receiver will be Caden Page. He's a 6'2" junior. He's caught 18 passes for 15.7 yards per catch and 3 touchdowns. So those will be the two that we'll keep an eye on tonight for the Wapakoneta Redskins. They'll both they got a balanced attack, running and passing the football. So right now they're getting ready to play the St. Mary's alma mater. We're going to step away. We're going to come back with more with the homecoming festivities here at the pregame from Grand Lake Health Systems Field. We'll do that right after this.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential.
Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance.
Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Wow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Zach, big rivalry tonight, Wapak St. Mary's, but an added plus for St. Mary's is that it's homecoming.
Yeah, it's exciting. This is the biggest crowd that I've seen at Grand Lake Health Systems Field in many years. Traffic is backed up down 66 all the way to High Street. The visitors' parking lot's already full. They're already parking out on the front grass out here in front of the high school. It's an exciting night for a big rivalry game, and St. Mary's better buckle up because this Wapakoneta team is very good.
Well, if you look over your shoulder, you'll see John Grinrod, and he's going to be your halftime guest. So it'll be great to have John and talk about the events that are coming up this Wednesday at the Grand. Right now, we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer as they bring you the homecoming pregame activities.
Participates in FFA, basketball, softball, and dance. Calliana plans to attend college after graduating. Callie is escorted by Nolan Leiniger, son of Roy and Nicole Leiniger. Nolan is representing Drama Club. Junior attendant Lauren Jacobs. Lauren is the daughter of Keith and Julie Jacobs. Lauren participates in soccer, basketball, track, student council, and Interact Club. She currently works at the St. Mary's Aquatic Center and Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Lauren plans to attend college when she graduates. Lauren is escorted by Alexander Haney, son of Chad and Alyssa Haney. Alex is representing Gatekeepers. Senior attendant Elizabeth Good. Elizabeth is the daughter of Richard and Andrea Good. Elizabeth participates in National Honor Society, Varsity Voices, Symphonic Choir, Marching Band, Jazz Band, Community Band, and Drama Club. She currently works at Pantry Pride. Elizabeth plans to attend college at Purdue University studying music education. Elizabeth is escorted by Garrett Kanapke, son of Steve and Michelle Kanapke. Garrett is representing Student Council. Senior attendant Kelly Holsinger. Kelly is the daughter of Eli and Jamie Holsinger. Kelly participates in soccer, softball, Interact Club, and DECA. She currently works at Hudson's Jewelers. Kelly plans to attend college after studying nursing. Kelly is escorted by Cole Yolenhank, son of Nick and Brittany Yolenhank. Cole is representing DECA. Senior attendant Abigail Youngs. Abigail is the daughter of John and Tina Youngs. She participates in FFA, National Honor Society, Interact Club, and is a member of Sportsmanship Committee. Abigail currently works at Beer Barrel Pizza and Grill. She plans to attend college and major in radiology. Abby is escorted by Tate Heisey, son of Tim and Shanna Heisey. Tate is representing National Honor Society. Carrying flowers for the Queen is Jillian Frankenhauser, daughter of Nick and Madeline Frankenhauser. Jillian is 6 years old. She is in the first grade at St. Mary's Primary School. Jillian's favorite thing to do is to be outside and spend time with her pet chickens. When Jillian grows up, she wants to be a first grade teacher. Carrying the crown is Finley Hertenstein, son of Seth and Lindsay Hertenstein. Finley is 7 years old. He is in the second grade at St. Mary's East Primary School. Finley's favorite thing to do is play soccer. When Finley grows up, he wants to be a football player. Please welcome back the 2023 Homecoming Queen, Elizabeth Schlomer. Elizabeth is the daughter of Jim and Linda Schlomer. Liz currently studies at Ohio State University, majoring in mechanical engineering. We are thrilled to have her back. And the 2024 Memorial High School Homecoming Queen is Elizabeth Good. Memorial High School would like to congratulate Elizabeth Good and the 2024 Homecoming Court. Thank you to Hudson's Jewelers for providing the homecoming crown and Leininger Trailer Sales for providing the trailer. Congratulations again to the 2024 Homecoming Court. Go Riders!
All righty, we congratulate Elizabeth Good, who has been announced as the 2024 Homecoming Queen, and her court is there as well. So congratulations to Elizabeth. A special night for her, and it's going to be a great weekend with the dance, I believe, is tomorrow. So all things are good.
Absolutely.
No pun intended. But anyhow, it is. This is homecoming is always a special time of the year, especially at the football season, because a lot of alumni come back for homecoming, and what a better night to come than the game between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Wapakoneta Redskins, and it's absolutely picture perfect on the outside.
It is absolutely, Joe. It's beautiful here, not a cloud in the sky. Some wispy ones up there, but we've had quite the drought in the area, and while that our lawns don't like it, it makes for good football weather.
Yes, it does. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a closer look at the Wapakoneta Redskins and the St. Mary's Rough Riders as we continue here on Rider Nation Station. We'll do that and more as our pregame show continues right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Auglai's Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaisequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglai's Equipment Rental.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside my colleague Zach Farrell. And Zach, when we take a look at the Wapakoneta Redskins, of course, last year, Wapak scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. The Rough Riders were not able to score, and they held them scoreless in the second half, but came away with a 14-0 win. When you look at the series over the last few years, I think Wapak has defeated St. Mary's like 11 out of the last 13 or 14 years. So obviously the Rough Riders have got to get some things on track. They're going to have to play exceptional football tonight. But when you look at Wapak overall, it's kind of a scary thing because on offense they'll start 5 seniors, 5 juniors, and a sophomore. And on defense they'll start 4 seniors and 7 juniors. So they've got a lot in the tank.
Wapak's been beating mostly everyone over the last 11 to 13 years. Thanks to Doug Fry going back to Wapak, or going over to Wapak and getting them on the right track. They have been a real juggernaut of a football team for a decade now, and they are well disciplined. They are very large, athletic, and this year, from what jumped out at me, and I know jumped out at you from seeing your Bo Fry show, was that they don't have any superstars that are jumping out here on the stats. They spread the ball around to everybody. It's quick passes on offense. It's on defense. You're not hearing about a bunch of D1 recruits or a big linebacker or DN that's going to get some college scholarship necessarily. You're just talking about a solid 11 players on defense that flow to the ball. They don't overextend themselves. They're disciplined. They stay in their gaps. And on offense, you're just talking about next man up, whether they hand off the ball, whether their quarterback is scrambling, whether they're making quick passes. There's not one person that you can key on.
I think one of the things that Wapak does very well is that they take advantage of turnovers. So the Rough Riders cannot put the football on the ground and turn the ball over tonight and give it back to Wapak because they can literally score in any particular series.
Rough Riders shot ourselves in the foot so much last week. Penalties and turnovers. As soon as we get a few good plays chained together, a penalty would bring it back. Offensive line figured out the penalties one drive. Running backs fumble the ball in the red zone. So every drive last week, it was like there just was some hurdle stopping the Rough Riders from scoring. All credit to Defiance, but Rough Riders should have won that game last week by a couple scores.
And I think one thing that Coach Travis Moyer of the Wapakoneta Redskins is concerned about is the time of possession. The Rough Riders we've seen have been able to put extensive drives together. They've been able to control the football and move the football and keep the offense of the opponent off the field. So that being said, he's very concerned about the battle in the trenches. Our offensive line keeps getting better. They're getting bigger. Our defensive line is a concern for him because they're very big. They're very agile. They move well to the football. So Wapak's got to play well as well.
Absolutely. St. Mary's is no pushover ourselves. We're much better than we played last week. If we can eliminate the mistakes of last week, we can definitely beat this Wapak team, but it's going to take a mistake-free game, a turnover-free game, and it's going to take, as Coach Bo Fry talked about, everyone doing the little things right. I saw a lot of missed blocking assignments last week when I was watching film as well. Guards with their head on the wrong side of the person that they're supposed to be blocking, which allowed them to make an easy tackle. Tackles pulling out, getting into a hole and not hitting anybody, and then just kind of running past 2 or 3 people who made the play. It's those little things from an offensive line, and especially from a wing T offense. You need every person to do their little role a little bit better, and especially tonight against a good team like Wapak.
And the third aspect of the game is special teams. Brady Triplett is coming in on his own. He had a 28-yard field goal last week. He punted one inside the 1. He recovered an onside kick. But here's what happened, and that sticks out when you talk about players getting blocks when needed. Jacob Kessler ran one back. It was wide open. He was about ready, and he had 3 blockers in front of him, and the kicker stopped him.
Yeah, all 3 blockers missed the kicker.
Missed the kicker.
I saw that, and that was at the end of the game.
Exactly.
That wins the game.
Exactly.
Please stand for the
somebody like Brady Triplett could really be what you typically call an X factor in these sort of things. With his punt last week, that was one of the best punts I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And with them trying the 43-yard field goal, he was short, but that means that they got a lot of confidence in him to be able to make a big difference.
Absolutely. Right now at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, the fans have come to their feet as they will recognize the passing of the colors. Then we'll have our national anthem, and then we'll get ready to kick this one off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please notice the POW MIA empty chair in the south end zone. This is a physical symbol of thousands of American POW MIAs still unaccounted for from all the wars and conflicts of the United States of America. Let us spare no effort for the release of any American prisoners still in captivity and a full account of those still missing. What they're doing right now, they're waiting for the both teams to come to the field because they cannot start the national anthem until both teams are on the field. The Rough Riders are out of their locker room, and the Wapakoneta Redskins still in their locker room, although we still have 7 minutes and 27 seconds before kickoff, so obviously there is time. Again, like Zach said, great crowd on hand. These stands below us are full. And across the way, a good contingency of Wapak fans made the drive to the west.
And looking at the Jackalope Stash time and temperature, Joe, 84 degrees out there. I walked in, though. It doesn't feel that hot. It feels really nice out there. I'm sure it is in the sun, but down to 83 now, but there's a nice shade over the field, and perfect night for football. Doesn't look like a lot of wind.
Here come the Rough Riders are making their way out. They'll probably gather underneath the helmet in the north end zone.
Which, if we're being honest, we probably wanted a little win for Wapak's passing game, but it's okay.
So the Wapakoneta Redskins still in the locker room. The Rough Riders have made it to the helmet. There you see on your screen the fans gathered at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Zach, this over the years really has become just as big a rivalry as the Salina-St. Mary's ball game. Although Salina is the primary rivalry for the St. Mary's, but this one, the cross-county rivalry is almost as big.
Yeah, I always kind of describe it to people as Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State. We're kind of like Michigan, and then Salina's kind of like Ohio State, and then Wapak's kind of like Michigan State. Right. So Michigan State's biggest game every year is Michigan, and it's certainly a huge game, but Michigan and Ohio State's always the big game. Right. So we're always, Salina's our number one rival. It's the Battle of the Lake. But especially over the past few years, past decade, 15, this has been the bigger game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, they're getting ready to play the national anthem here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Alrighty, that's the national anthem performed by the St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band. The St. Mary's Rough Riders have made their way onto the playing surface. The Wapakoneta Redskins now just entering the field. Now that's one of the things that kind of I was sitting here thinking about. The OHSAA, in my opinion, you either get them on the field or keep them off the field. Make up your mind.
Yeah, it seems like they've been working on this for 5 or 6 years, and it never works out.
When it first started, yes, both teams were on the field, then they played. But this one, St. Mary's was in the helmet. Wapakoneta was just peeking their heads out of the locker room. So make a decision, OHSAA. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff for tonight's ball game when we come back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field right after this. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Explore Jackalope Stash, men's clothing store located in downtown St. Mary's. Here at this brick and mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every occasion, formal or informal. Guys, moms, homecoming is almost here. Shop local and your date will be crazy about how sharp you look in your formal attire. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where riders shop.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. This Varsity Lanes, this kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes, Jacob Kessler, Dominic Osborne, and Trey Moore. Back to receive the kickoff for the St. Mary's Rough Riders.
Joe, the Jackalope Stash kickoff time and temp. It is 7 o'clock on the button, and it is 82 degrees.
Ethan Eisert, the 6-foot senior, will kick it off for the Wapakoneta Redskins. He approaches the football, and this ball game is underway, and it'll come to Trey Moore at the 15. Heads to the middle of the field, and he is going to be brought down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Not able to get close enough to his blockers there, but still a pretty good return, good field position, and a chance for the Rough Rider offense to eat up some time here on this first drive, hopefully. Joe, notably absent from the Rough Rider offense is Colton Mabry. I see him down here in street clothes, so I don't think we'll be seeing him tonight.
So that'll put the rushing attack on Caleb Schmidt and Dominic Osborne. Good first play by the St. Mary's Rough Rider offensive line. Caleb Schmidt, I believe.
Yeah, no, actually that was Jacob Kessler. That was a QB sneak.
Okay.
Warms my heart, Joe, to see a QB sneak go for 7 yards. Clearly they saw something on film and said, if Wapak's going to give them an open like that, they're going to take it.
All righty, we got here again, right off the bat, procedure by the Rough Riders on a Roots Pub penalty, and they're going to move it back. So what they gain, they will just move it back 5 yards, and we talked about it, Zach. It's those things right there that, they may not seem significant now, but boy, over time they add up.
Can we get a replay, or do we have a replay of that? Everyone's confused that the referee showed Coach Bo Fry, said it looked like somebody put their hand down and then lifted up. It's hard to see anything on there. We'll have to take a look at it with rules of the game.
Second down and 10. Here comes Osborne to the left. He gets the corner. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So it'll bring up second down. We'll call it, third down and 6.
So far, the offensive line on their two plays was looking really good. Not a lot of penetration from Wapak. Nice room for Osborne to get outside there and get some yards.
Big play for this Rough Rider offense. Be a dive, and he's going to be a little bit shy. Osborne on the carry. We're going to call it 4th and 1. We'll see what the Rough Riders elect to do here.
They're going to go for it, Joe. Wapak's not showing me that they can get in the backfield and really disrupt anything, and 1 yard should be doable.
Turn.
That's Caleb Schmidt.
Good job by Caleb Schmidt. That's a Fowler TV first down. We'll move the chains, give him a gain of 6 on that 4th and 1 play.
It's a nice little fullback dive there. That's the power fullback dive that we've seen Colton Mabry usually run. And Caleb Schmidt did a nice job of staying behind his blockers and keeping his feet going. Some Wapak guys were right there, but they didn't bring him down. He took him for another 5 yards.
Wing to the right, quarterback sneak by Kessler. And he's still on the move. He's going to be close to another Fowler TV first down. We're going to give him a gain of 9.
So far, St. Mary's and the offensive line just imposing their will on Wapak. Not really any penetration or anybody getting low on the Wapak side of the ball, getting stood up and pushed back.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Rough Riders.
Meinerding in at quarterback.
Turn, give the ball to Osborne. He'll have enough for a Fowler TV first down. They'll move the sticks. The Rough Riders will have a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, St. Mary's.
Don't think there's anything wrong with Kessler, just giving them a little bit of a breather there.
Terry Umborski, the Rough Riders center, brings him out of the huddle. Kessler, quick pitches to Osborne.
Well designed and well blocked up front. Great job from the pulling guard, and I think they pulled a tackle as well. And good job from Kessler leading the way there. Love it when you see your quarterback get out there and push through the hole.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at the Wapak 37-yard line. Meinerding, the quarterback, puts a man in motion. That's Rammel. Osborne. And he's going to pick up another Fowler TV first down. So a nice opening drive for the Rough Riders. Of course, they did overcome that procedure penalty of 5 yards, so they've made that back and some. Dylan Fink into the ball game for the Rough Riders. He'll line up in the wing to the right. Give the ball to Osborne. He'll go off right tackle. Another nice gain. The offensive line doing a number on the Wapak defense at this point in time.
Offensive line blocking extremely well, but I tell you also the St. Mary's coaches winning the chess battle right now. They're putting themselves in formations, and Wapak has nobody at certain holes, and so St. Mary's is just calling the right play. That one was wide open. Nobody was on the right side of or left side of the defensive line there.
Well, right now we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We'll take a break. We'll come right back right after this.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. Rough Riders will have the football. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. The ball is resting at the Wapak 27-yard line.
Got individuals watching from all over. Cape Coral, Florida. Inglewood, Florida. Saline, Ohio.
Wing to the right. Quarterback sneak. It's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. It all depends on it is. This official on this side said move the sticks. And again, this is Travis Moyer's biggest concern. The time of possession, the Rough Riders have dominated from the kickoff.
Yeah, and we're just seeing every other play, Meinerding in for Kessler. Kessler comes in, either leads blocks or does a quarterback sneak.
Full house in the backfield. Turn, give to Osborne. Eludes one tackler and dives forward to the 20-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 3 on the play.
Gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8. Redskins 21-yard line.
Normally you don't like quarterback by committee, but if any offense is built for it, it's the St. Mary's and the wing T.
Caleb Schmidt.
Just a little fullback dive. Unfortunately, this is where St. Mary's got last week and unable to put it in the end zone enough. Not sure what it is about the red zone this year, but
So the Rough Riders are in the Sean Barnett electrical red zone for the first time on their very first possession of the ball game. Moore wide to the left, pitch to Osborne. Good defense by the Wapakoneta Redskins on that particular play. Pursued extremely well.
they're going to send out the field goal team, Joe.
So that'll bring on Brady Triplett. And I watched him during pregame, and he was hitting them from here. So we'll see. He's got a slight wind into his face. Luke Ramel will do the holding. 37-yard attempt. Ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Just a little to the left. So the Rough Riders will turn the football over on downs. A nice drive. They ate up a lot of time on the clock. But this will be the first time we'll see the Wapakoneta Redskins and Caleb Moyer.
Dangerous quarterback, Caleb Moyer, coach's son. We've been seeing him for 2 years now. Started as a freshman. Has the ability to throw deep, but prefers a lot of underneath passes, a lot of quick passes, almost an extension of the running game into the flats with some quick passes and sort of wide receiver screens.
Moyer in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. He'll go to his right. They got a man wide open. Grant Stauffer to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wapak. Wapak's first offensive play.
Just a blown coverage from St. Mary's. I don't know what kind of route he went on, but nobody was covering him deep. Can't make it that easy on him.
Yep. Kessler come up and bit, and nobody covered the deep guy. As a matter of fact, there's nobody behind Kessler.
Yeah, Kessler was on him, but Kessler stepped up like he thought that was going to be that little flat route.
So the point after is good by the Wapakoneta Redskins, and the score on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the Wapak Redskins 7, the St. Mary's Rough Riders nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff return right after this.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. The Wapakoneta Redskins score on their first offensive play. They go 80 yards on a pass from Moyer to Stauffer. The PAT was good. And right now, this Rough Rider kickoff return is brought to you by Varsity Lanes. We'll see if the Rough Riders can answer. It's an extremely short kick taken by Trey Moore at the 25. And he is brought down at about the 34.
Well, he had a couple lanes there. He just sort of picked the one that there was a defender standing right in.
So the Rough Riders will have it for the second time tonight. They chewed up a lot of clock in the first possession with no points to show for it.
The good news is you're only down by one score, and you showed that you can move the ball on that first drive. Just need to put it in the end zone now.
Full house in the backfield for the Rough Riders. Kessler will turn. And that was Aiden Meinerding, I believe.
Yeah, it's a miscommunication there. Either someone wasn't looking for the ball or he was running it faster than Meinerding was ready for, because his running backs were passing before he could even hand it off.
It'll be a loss of 1. We'll call it second down and 11. Give the ball to Fink. He'll turn the corner, and he'll pick up about, we'll call it 4 on the play. We'll call it third down and 7.
Good speed from Fink. You just hope to see him start to learn where he can cut that back or try to break some tackles more, but he had a couple guys right there in his face.
We'll call it third down and 6. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 38-yard line. Trey Moore in motion. We'll pitch it, and we'll give that to Schmidt. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it fourth down and 2.
No hesitation. They're going to go for it, Joe.
Luke Ramel checks into the ball game. Here comes Kessler. Fink comes out. Trey Moore split wide to the left. He goes in motion. Turn. Give the ball to Osborne, I believe.
I think that was Caleb Schmidt again. I think they ran the exact same play, Joe. I think
just the opposite side.
No, I think they
same one,
same side, same play. I really think it was good call. I think they thought we'll run the same thing. Maybe they'll think that we're going to hand it off to Trey this time, and
right.
So all you need is a little freeze, and you got 3 or 4 yards.
So it'll be a Fowler TV first down. Move the sticks. Rough Riders will have it first and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Kessler rolls to the right.
He's got space.
Tuck it and go. To the 50, to the 45, and he'll pick up a Fowler TV first down. We'll give him a gain of 13 on the play. Nice run by Jacob Kessler. We'll see that on our Fowler TV, our Larry Schaff Auto Sales instant replay. He's got people out front. Turn the defense to the inside and got him a good wall to run around.
Yeah, good old-fashioned boot, and you can start running some of those and open up the inside.
Schmidt, maybe we'll get a yard, if that. I think if there is one plus of Jacob Kessler at quarterback is the fact that with Mabry out of the ball game, he can run the football if needed, and we just saw him do that.
Yeah, he's another outside running threat that we've wanted to see more of this whole year, but they just haven't blocked the boot very well when they've tried to run it with them. Another sneak.
Another quarterback sneak. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it third down and 5. We're under 2 minutes at 1:58 here in the first quarter from Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
I know you've talked the last couple weeks about having some long third downs, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, and this offense really isn't built for that. These little QB sneaks are putting them really manageable third downs, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Absolutely.
And they're not afraid to go for it on 4th, so it's kind of 2-down territory everywhere.
Minerding, give it to Osborne. He's run down from behind. Number 57 for the Wapakoneta Redskins ran that one down from behind. That was Chris Martin, defensive tackle senior for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Here comes Noah Dixon into the ball game. Caleb Schmidt will come out. It'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it 6. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter.
They're going to wait and call a timeout, it looks like.
6 seconds on the play clock, so obviously they will call a Miller Funeral Home timeout. With 4th down and 6, they'll come over to talk it over with the offensive staff. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
All right, Brady Triplett on to do the punting for the Rough Riders. We'll see if he can get them pinned inside the 10-yard line. He is second in the Western Buckeye League in punting. They shift. They got a strong on the right side, and Brady's going to go, and he's going to, and it's blocked. And it's picked up. And that's Chris Martin. I think Triplett waited just a little bit too long to punt the football.
Yeah, they tried to.
He rolled. Yep.
Tried a rugby style, but you got to get rid of it.
Yep. So the block punt return places the ball at the St. Mary's 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Chris Martin just, he's going to be reliving that in his mind for a while.
Forever.
Yeah.
He had 6 points written all over that one. Man in motion. That's Page. Moyer, we've got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. It's about the 29-yard line. So we'll see.
Illegal shift.
What the Roots Pub penalty play is about. Zach said illegal shift. They will bring the ball back.
I believe that's what that means. Not sure what that was about.
1st and 15 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Ball setting at the Rough Rider 32-yard line. 19 ticks remaining here in the first quarter. Ryan Walter will go wide to the right. Moyer in the shotgun. Give the ball to Page, to the 20, to the 15.
Well, just nobody on that side of the ball for St. Mary's.
That was Jarrett Mullins.
Let's watch this again. Owen Ott's out there at D end. He gets sucked up inside and blocked. No linebackers flowing that way, and in the secondary, by the time they catch up,
there's one of those plays that is questionable.
Yeah, a little bit out of bounds, but didn't look didn't look egregious. And
Yep. We'll call it 1st and goal for Wapak. The ball resting at the 10-yard line and 1 second remaining. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Moyer spins. He's inside the 5. They'll bring him down at the 4. And that's the end of the first quarter. With the score on the American Legion scoreboard, the Wapakoneta Redskins 7, the St. Mary's Rough Riders nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Rough Rider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery services available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did. Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Wapakoneta Redskins have the football, 2nd and goal. The ball is placed at the, we'll call it the 4-yard line. Man in motion. Moyer rolls to the right, and he's going to throw it out of bounds.
good strength from Moyer to be able to get that out of bounds, but good job from the Rough Rider defensive line.
Cameron Dameyer, of course, 33 tackles, got 1 sack. He's 4th in the Western Buckeye League in tackles. He's been playing good football as of late.
Yeah, came from his linebacker position. He's got a sure tackle.
So 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. This may be 4-down territory for Wapak, but we'll see. Man in motion. Quick pitch. Nice job by the defense. Jarrett Mullen on the carry. So they may give him a loss on the play.
Yeah, I think they do. They moved him back half a yard.
So I think the Wapakoneta Redskins are going to attempt a field goal. That'll bring in Ethan Eisert, 6-foot senior.
Good job, Taylor Compton, Noah Dixon, getting their helmets in there. It's not easy to run against this St. Mary's defense.
This will be a 15-yard attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is
no good.
No good. So the Rough Rider defense dodges a bullet and will take possession on the missed field goal attempt by Eisert. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We'll see if they can make something out of this.
It's a good break from St. Mary's. Hey, after giving up a touchdown on the first play, you stopped them. Even after giving up some yards to them, that's the bend, don't break defense. Now offense needs to put together another long drive, eat up this 11 minutes on the clock, and maybe get into the halftime tied up.
Aiden Meinerding, their quarterback. Full house in the backfield. Turn. That'll be Caleb Schmidt. Give him a gain of 5 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the blue and gold.
Well, some of those, I've seen St. Mary's come out in full house, so some of those advantages that they found from formations apparently got fixed from Wapak.
Fink on the carry.
And they'll usually go into a full house set like this because they can run left, right, up the middle. It gives St. Mary's the most flexibility for calling a running play. You can also switch it to a long count, so you could have an option to run it left or right. So, again, just another moving the chess game here.
Absolutely. Fink picks up 2. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for St. Mary's. Meinerding still the quarterback. In the ball game at left tackle is Kobe Reinecke, 6'6", 315-pounder. It's going to be close to a Fowler TV first down. This official on our side says it is. They'll move the chains. A Fowler TV first down. And the Rough Riders will get a fresh 4.
Put Osborne at fullback that time, ran a little trap there. Faked the sweep to the outside and got some of the Wapak guys to flow that way.
Kessler, turn. Osborne into the short side of the field, and he is going to be tackled by Ryan Walter of Wapak. Gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Trey Moore and Dylan Fink check into the ball game.
Wapak's flowing pretty hard on these sweeps. I wonder if we're going to see a counter or a reverse of some sort eventually here.
Trey Moore wide to the right. Well, there you go. There's Fink to the 45, to the 47. Nice call, Coach.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You called it. Wapakoneta defense flowing extremely hard to the football. The Rough Riders countered it back, and Fink picks up big yardage.
Good to see from Fink there, getting a lot of space and able to get downfield.
Kessler gives it to Fink again. He'll sweep to the right, and he's not going to go very far. We'll give him a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Keaton Fishball just didn't do a good enough job keeping his block there, and it's tough. He's got a good defensive lineman on him and able to shed that block and disrupt things. Otherwise, he's blocked pretty well up front.
Terry Zemborski, the Rough Riders center. Fink in motion. Quarterback sneak by Kessler.
He's still going. I love it. He's still going.
He may have a first down, folks. That's a 12-yard quarterback sneak.
I love it.
That will definitely make the St. Mary's Foundry highlight reel tomorrow. I've never seen a 12-yard quarterback sneak. This is just good offensive line surge. Get the push from behind. Well, our backs don't even push until about right there. And then he breaks out of the tackle, which is good second effort, and then lunges forward for about 3 more yards. First down, Rough Riders at the Wapak 42.
Kessler's fired up.
Osborne on the carry. We'll give him 2 again. Yeah, nobody blocked. Number 5, Braylon Walter. Meinerding, Fink, sweep to the right.
Got the edge.
We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down, and we're going to call it. We're going to call it 3rd down and 4 for the Rough Riders. The ball is at the Wapak 36-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Kessler long count at the line of scrimmage. Osborne to the 30. Mark it at the 26-yard line. Another Fowler TV first down.
Feel that momentum change, Joe?
It is starting to change, especially after that 12-yard quarterback sneak first down. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field with 6:33 remaining here in the first half. On the American Legion scoreboard, it's the Wapak Redskins 7, St. Mary's nothing. We'll be back.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. I want to remind everybody along the way to join us for our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. We'll have an interview with John Grinrod and our Rough Rider trivia question and Big Ralph Rider replay. All coming your way at halftime.
Ryan Richardson, the junior from Wapak, did an excellent job shedding his block and making that tackle. Pretty well blocked, and just not able to sustain it long enough with Ryan Richardson.
We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Rough Riders. Kessler back in at quarterback, full house in the backfield. Luke Ramel at left half. Fake it right. Osborne at fullback. He has the football. Dives it forward. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 5. Ball just resting a yard shy of the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. Trey Moore in. Jack Snethkamp out.
Sneak.
Good grief. It's going to be close to a first down. If not, and we're going to give it, he's going to be about 2 yards shy. So it'll be 4th down and 2. Obviously, the Rough Riders will go for it. They are now in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. I wouldn't be surprised if it was another quarterback sneak.
No. Kept Kessler in there. That's probably a pretty good sign of that. Nope.
Ramel,
he's handing off.
Wing to the right. Osborne. It'll be a Fowler TV first down. He's low, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Boy, he just popped right out of there. Good run by Dominic Osborne. Well, that kind of counted him out right about here after the first down. And then he just popped right out. Here's a better angle of it. Kind of lose him in the pile, then all of a sudden, boom, feet moving, and he heads south. So the ball's going to be placed at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rough Riders.
Sneak.
Man in motion is Ramel. Quarterback sneak. Kessler, he'll get about 3 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the Redskin 2-yard line.
Games like this as center, I was just begging for a sneak every play. I mean, if we can go out there and get 3 or 4 yards, and I just said, Coach, let us keep running it till they can stop us.
Well, Zumborski at center, 260-pounder right there, anchoring your offensive line. Turn, Osborne, Rough Rider touchdown!
That's a way to respond from the Rough Rider offense.
That's a Jackalope Stash touchdown by Dominic Osborne from 2 yards out. You see it there on the Larry Schaff Auto Sale replay.
Give a lot of credit to that right side of that line. Look at him just seal that off right there. Real nice.
Xander Post, Camden Roth.
Noah Dixon even in there getting a little dirty on the offensive side. I'd like to see that.
Brady Triplett on to attempt the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is Good. Good. The Jackalope Stash point after is good, and we're tied on the American Legion scoreboard. We got ourselves a new ball game. It's the Rough Riders 7, the Redskins 7. Back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
This Varsity Lanes kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Triplett kicks it off. Nice high end over end kick, and it's in the end zone. Taken by Mullen, and it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. So I think as the season is progressing, Brady Triplett is becoming a little bit more comfortable and a lot more confident kicking the football.
Yeah, and it's credit to Coach Bo Fry for, despite some misses, sticking with them, giving them those opportunities to kick it. He knows that he's got something special there once those some of those long ones start going through and getting a little straighter. And you can't force it. I mean, you can't just expect them to get that experience without putting them out there. Absolutely. And letting them get the experience.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, Redskins on their own 20-yard line. Caleb Moyer, the quarterback, the 6'2 junior. Quick pass.
Looked like it was tipped at the line, but still caught from Ryan Richardson. Yeah, went right off the helmet of Taylor Compton, I think, or through his hands. And fortunate for Wapak, it still stayed straight enough for Richardson to catch it.
Yep. So we'll call it 2nd down and 5 on the pitch and catch from Moyer to Richardson. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mullen. Good pursuit by the Rough Rider defense.
Joe Dominic Osborne sitting at 17 rushes for 65 yards and that 1 touchdown. Jacob Kessler sitting at 8 rushes for 53 yards, and Caleb Schmidt 6 rushes for 23 yards. So Kessler picking up the slack of missing Colton Mabry tonight.
Matt Murray in on that last tackle for the Rough Riders. This will bring up a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard for the Redskins. Moyer, he'll pick up the 1st down, and Noah Dixon's got him wrapped up. That'll be a 1st down for the Wapak Redskins. We'll move the chains. They'll get a fresh set of downs. Boy, I thought for sure he was going to break that tackle. He was good job by.
Yeah, he's not overly speedy, but he's strong. And he's got that long length and sort of sometimes he can slide past some tacklers. Shifty.
Missed tackle out there, good recovery by Parker Beam.
Penalty.
Roots Pub penalty on the play?
Yep. Sideline warning. So they'll get the 1st down.
Right there, Parker Beam just about missed him. Good recovery.
Wapakoneta coach walked right in front of the line judge right as the play was happening. Gotta be able to. He's got to be able to see down the line to do his job.
Stauffer all the way wide to the left. He goes back. He's going to look for him, and his nice catch by Caden Page. It'll be close to a Wapak first down. It may bring up second down and a short one. Clock continues to move. 1:04 remaining here in the first half. Moyer. Ball is
incomplete.
Jarred loose by Jacob Kessler. Nice stick. Gets up a little slow. It's Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. We'll see what happens. I think the Wapakoneta Redskins, with the time that's remaining on the clock, is in 4-down territory.
Absolutely. Got to be careful here that you don't give up a touchdown, some big play, because you're trying to stop a 1-yard first down.
Exactly. Moyer, he'll pick up the first down. Clock will, they'll stop the clock. Be a first down for the Redskins. First and 10, Redskins, 52 seconds, clock is running. Moyer, two-step drop, looks deep, goes over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Grant Stauffer. Good coverage by Parker Beam, I believe.
37, Parker Beam, yep.
That would have had to been a perfect pass for that one to be completed. So it'll be second down and 10. Clock is stopped with 44 seconds. 14 seconds on the play clock. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field called by the Wapakoneta Redskins with 44 seconds remaining here in the first half. On the American Legion scoreboard, the Rough Riders and the Redskins are tied at 7. We'll be right back.
Oglaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or oglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Oglaze Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your health care needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
44 seconds remaining, 7-7. Wapak has the football, second down and 10 at the Rough Rider 36, man in motion. Moyer has the football and he'll go down. Nice job there by Cameron Dameyer. He stayed at home. His eyes was on the quarterback all the way. So it'll bring up another Minster Bank money down for the Wapak Redskins. Third down, and we'll call it 7. Moyer's going to launch it to the end zone. And right on target. Touchdown to Caden Page. Boy, he put that one right on the money.
Yeah, Caden Page had a couple steps there on Luke Bournes and just way too easy.
So the Wapakoneta Redskins jump back on top, 13-7 with a PAT coming by Ethan Eisert. We've got a Roots penalty flag on the field. The Rough Riders jumped. And that'll move it half the distance to the goal line, I believe. So will Travis Moyer think about going for 2 on this one, or will they just kick it?
I think he told him just to kick it again.
Isert. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 15 seconds remaining, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 14, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7 on the American Legion scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff return right after this.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Wow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where the Wapakoneta Redskins have scored quickly, and they lead 14-7 on the American Legion scoreboard. This Varsity Lanes kickoff return has Jacob Kessler, Dominic Osborne, and Trey Moore back deep for the Rough Riders. Ethan Isert approaches the football. Low line drive kick. It'll come to Moore. But Dominic Osborne will pick it up. And he'll get it to about the 31-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders with 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. I don't think the Rough Riders will do anything crazy.
No, they'll probably try a couple traps, see what happens. Never know if you break one.
A couple of big plays for the Rough Riders have been the demise here in the first half. Other than that, they're playing pretty good football. Just can't give up the big play.
Yeah, defensively gave up a big play, and offensively had a nice drive in the red zone and couldn't finish.
There's Schmidt to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Will be tackled at about the 48-yard line with 2 seconds remaining. Well, of course, the special teams gave up the block.
They called it, St. Mary's called a timeout, Joe.
So that's a Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back with the final 2 seconds of the first half right after this. The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services. Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Of course, coming up at the end of the half is the Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub in St. Mary's. We'll have the Rough Rider replay, the trivia question, all coming your way, and also Zach will be interviewing John Grinrod. We've got another Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field, so they'll talk it over. We'll take another quick break. We'll be right back.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, final 2 seconds of the first half. Rough Riders have called back-to-back timeouts. They'll send Jacob Kessler wide to the right. Hayden Minerding at quarterback. He'll turn. They're going to throw a screen to Osborne. He's got blockers out front. He's to the 45, breaks a tackle, and is brought down.
at the 48-yard line of Wapak as time runs out here in the first half. So the score on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 14, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. We'll be back with the Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show right after this. Let's come back.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. It's time now for our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. And we're going to start our halftime with the Rough Rider trivia question. And here is the question for tonight, and then we'll turn it over to Zach for some halftime stats, and then we'll have an interview with John Gridrod and the big Rough Rider replay. But here's the Rough Rider trivia question for tonight. In the 1992 state championship game, a 15-yard sack by Rough Rider Dean Miller, and an interception by Luke Kleinance shut down this future Ohio State All-American and Philadelphia Eagle. Who was this player? We have a picture. So in 1992 state championship game, a 15-yard sack by Rough Rider Dean Miller and an interception by Rough Rider Luke Kleinance shut down this future Ohio State All-American and Philadelphia Eagle. You see his picture on your screen. Who was this player? So right now I'm going to turn it over to Zach. He's going to bring you some stats in the first half and talk to John Grinrod. So Zach?
Yeah, looking at some of the first half stats, pretty interesting. St. Mary's sitting here with 12 first downs to Wapak 6. Total yards, St. Mary's 186, Wapakoneta 187. St. Mary's is 1 for 1 passing. Wapak is 5 for 8 with 2 touchdowns. St. Mary's has 6 passing yards. Wapakoneta has 144. St. Mary's sitting with 38 rushes for 180 yards rushing. Wapak has 7 rushes for 43 yards. St. Mary's 1 penalty for 5 yards. Much cleaner game than last week so far. Wapakoneta sitting with 1 penalty for 5 yards, and they're staying relatively clean on their side of the ball as well. Third down conversions. St. Mary's 2 for 7. Wapakoneta 3 for 4. St. Mary's just 1 punt for negative 4 yards there as it was blocked. Average drive start, St. Mary's at their 28.8 yard line and Wapakoneta at the 37.7 yard line. How about time of possession, though? This is interesting. St. Mary's sitting with 18 minutes and 59 seconds of time of possession. Wapakoneta just 5 minutes of possession. St. Mary's dominating the time of possession, but Wapak hasn't needed it. They've had some big plays, and they've got their scoring on that. Looking at some of the individual leaders, St. Mary's, Aiden Meinerding 1 for 1 for 6 yards on that last pass there at the end of the first half. Dominic Osborne, 17 rushes for 65 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Kessler, 8 rushes for 53 yards. Caleb Schmidt, 7 rushes for 39 yards. Looking at Wapakoneta, Caleb Moyer, 4 for 7 for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. Caleb Moyer also rushing 4 times for 18 yards. Jarrett Mullen rushing 3 times for 25 yards. Grant Stauffer receiving, caught just 2 passes, but he has 97 yards and a touchdown. Caden Page, 2 receptions for 42 yards and 1 touchdown. So very interesting game stats-wise. A lot of time of possession, a lot of ball control for St. Mary's. Only 7 points to show for it. Wapak really hasn't had the ball long, but they haven't needed to. They've gotten some big scores when they've had the ball, and it'll be interesting to see in the second half if that trend continues or if St. Mary's can find some ways defensively to stop that. Well, I want to welcome everybody right now to the Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. I have the distinct honor to welcome John Grinrod here with me. And there we go. Well, we're on film now. So,
okay.
So we get this is new for me. This has been here the last couple of weeks, but I haven't got a chance to experience it yet. So great angle for us, right?
Very professional. Very professional.
John, here we go. We'll shake hands there. That'll be awkward. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
The legend, the myth, the grinder. So, as I say, Mr. Grinrod, the last time you and I sat this close, I think you were redlining my keyhole essay as a junior in school. How many years did you teach for St. Mary's, and how did St. Mary's fit into your overall teaching career?
Well, my first year at St. Mary's, Zach, was 1978. I taught 5 years before that. Graduated from Miami University. Right out of Miami, I went to Perry High School, taught for 3 years, and moved on to Allen East High School for 2 years, and then came over in 78. And I was at St. Mary's for 27 years. I retired in 2005. So this is the 20th anniversary of my graduation from St. Mary's.
My senior year. What's interesting, I never put this together. My mom's senior year was 1978. And my senior year was 2005.
I thought so. Exactly.
So my family's got to see your whole career there, I guess, with St. Mary's. Well, you were such a teacher that demanded excellence from his students, and you had such a reputation for being tough, but not being mean, but being demanding. So. If you're taking an English class, you were going to write these assignments. They were going to be graded extremely hard. But guess what? You were going to learn how to become a better writer by the end of the class. Did you know that you had that type of reputation while you were teaching, or was some of this? Did some of this come to light more after you retired, or?
I think it always comes to light a little bit later. You know, when you're in the moment, when you're doing it, there's not really a whole lot of time to be worrying about reputation and everything. I tried to get up early. I was the first one in the school building, and oftentimes the last one to leave. And as you remember, I pulled that chair up right beside mine at the beginning of every school year that I was there, and that was the chair of knowledge as far as I was concerned. If you were willing to come in and run those lines with me afterwards so I could verbalize what I had written, which was sometimes a lot in the margins there, I feel comfortable in saying that I touched a number of people.
That was always what stuck out with me, was how much extra effort that you were willing to personally put into it, whether it was before school or after school. You constantly had an appointment book, and students were able to come at any time and run those lines,
right,
and talk about how they could become better writers and ways that can improve. Just a little bit of a personal story. I don't get a chance as a lawyer to do a lot of narrative writing. Legal briefs, they're pretty formulaic, and you write what you write, and But I had a jury trial this year, my first jury trial.
Okay.
And so as I'm sitting down to write my closing argument, I started thinking about how do I want to structure this? And the keyhole essay popped into my brain. I need to start wide and narrow it down.
Absolutely.
And then I need to do a body of work and what I'm trying to prove
Support
here
that
and
thesis,
support that. and then widen out at the end. So
Sure.
I wanted to let you know that certainly at least in this brain, it's still
Perfect.
Still using things that he learned as a junior in high school. So.
I'm gratified to hear that. I really am.
Well, we didn't have you on just to reminisce about my high school days as much as I could do it the whole time. We really wanted to talk about an exciting event that you're going to be participating in at the Grand Lake Opera Theater and Grand Lake Opera House. This is going to be called St. Mary's Celebrates Education, Writing, and the Power of Stories. It's going to showcase Dr. Tom Petter, and he's got a book, and I've had a chance to read over it a little bit. It's called Curriculum Fragments, a journey through life processes, and despite it sounding like a textbook, it's actually a very good book for learning just things about life, like knowing and forgiving, relating, hoping, growing, loving. It's really a whole thesis on how to live your life, and what do you plan to have? What piece do you plan to bring to this particular event?
Well, we were asked to put together, Laura and I, who's the other panelist, were asked to put together 3 questions after having read the book. I read the book, very, very impressed by it. There's so much in here, Zach, that is really for the St. Mary's residents, especially those that go back a few years and remember Tom and his growing up. Of course, his father was a minister here in town. And sadly, Tom lost his father at an early age when Tom was in the 8th grade. And there are a lot of autobiographical references in the book that tie in with the whole concept of curriculum. Tom, I don't know if a lot of people in St. Mary's know, but Tom is one of the leading voices in curriculum on the college level. He's been at Miami University since 1997. And has written 25 books. Most of them are curriculum. And while there is some curriculum basis to the book, there's a lot of parenthetical attribution that has to be done for people who Tom has as his colleagues in the world of curriculum. There is also so very much there that is autobiographical narrative writing about Tom's growing up, going to Bunker Hill, the teachers that were most influential in his life, how he reacted to his father's passing, and a lot of the experiences there. So it's a wonderful book for St. Mary's.
It'll be a wonderful experience for anybody that's interested in learning more about aspects of St. Mary's from the past that they had no idea about. We know that it's going to be good because you're going to be asking them questions, right? You're going to be a panelist. Laura Yelton's going to be a panelist, and Doug Spencer's going to host it. And,
Sure.
And so I think it's going to be very exciting for St. Mary's, for anybody that's interested in St. Mary's, especially the history of St. Mary's, to come and experience it for that day. So can't thank you enough for being here.
Absolutely. I have too many of my formers that are involved in this whole thing. I knew I was going to be able to talk to Mr. Zachary, and, of course, also Doug, of course, was a 2-year veteran. He had me both as a sophomore and as a junior. I told him, I said, I'm glad you didn't come back a 3rd year because I was out of bullets.
Well, you've been sitting behind us all night, and it's really kind of like having a local celebrity in here. We've seen so many St. Mary's individuals come in here and shake your hand and say, hey, Mr. Grinrod, it's good to see you again. So any thoughts about, what you've been doing in retirement? I know I've read several articles in the papers. So what else have you been up to?
Well, right now I've written for the Lima News for the last 20 years. I'm a weekly columnist. I did a lot of magazine work. Unfortunately, the magazine kind of went belly up 5 years ago, but I wrote for Our Generations magazine. And did a couple books. I did 2 biographies. And in the meantime, since I've been out, I went to work for Mid-American Cleaning Contractors. I do quality assurance checks. and I work with facility managers to tweak housekeeping routines and keep our clients happy. So I'm still working 40 hours a week. I'm 73. I just turned 73 in June. And people ask me all the time, what are you still working for? I said, well, you know, those envelopes come in the mail all the time that have those little windows in them, and I'm still getting bills, and I just need to get out. I think you remember the way I approached education when I was here. I'm not one to be sitting around. As long as my health is good, both mentally and physically, I'm going to get out there.
Well, staying busy keeps you young, I think, so we really appreciate that. Mr. Grinrod, John Grinrod, thank you for being here. Again, we want to invite everybody to come to the St. Mary's Celebrates Education Writing and the Power of Stories with Dr. Tom Petter coming up at the St. Mary's Theater and Grand Opera House. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the second half, and then we're going to have the second half of this homecoming celebration. We'll be back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Explore Jackalope Stash, men's clothing store located in downtown St. Mary's. Here at this brick and mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every occasion, formal or informal. Guys, moms, homecoming is almost here. Shop local and your date will be crazy about how sharp you look in your formal attire. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where writers shop.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. We're at halftime. The Guarneri Pizzeria and Pub halftime show as you see fireworks being let off here. Homecoming 2024, and once again we want to congratulate Elizabeth Good, and she is the 2024 Homecoming Queen and her court. So the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Band and the Alumni Band performing for this crowd here at halftime. Excellent job. Excellent halftime show.
Yeah, I think we had a proposal on the field too, Joe.
Oh, stop it.
In the middle of my interview with John Grinrod, there was a giant fireball, and I looked down, and the whole crowd's cheering, and I think there was a proposal.
Seriously.
Yep.
Well, before we get this second half underway, we're going to take a break. We're going to listen to the big Ralph Ryder replay, and we'll be back with more halftime right after that.
Corey calls the signals. If you're going to get it there, hand the ball to Justin Noggle. Noggle breaks the tackle.
Get
Noggle at the 10, 5. He dives.
Got it, touchdown!
Justin Noggle takes it to the end zone from 35 out.
Got a little excited on that particular call.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Justin Noggle.
Corey Vossler was the quarterback at that point in time, but 1 minute remaining here in our halftime, and we'll put another 3 minutes on the clock. But Zach, for the Rough Riders, have they gotta not allow the big play, and I think that was the bugaboo in the first half.
Yeah, Wapak's going to get the ball back here, barring some sort of onside kick.
Yep.
And the St. Mary's defense did a pretty good job on that second drive of stopping Wapak, bending but not breaking once they got to the red zone. I really just think St. Mary's coaches got to have some formations where they keep some deep safeties so they don't give up a deep throw, keep everybody in front of you. If Wapak gets down to the red zone, then you can it makes the field a lot shorter.
Right.
You're not going to have any receivers get behind the DB like we saw on the touchdowns. So hopefully we see that here in the second half and come out and see the defense get a stop and offense can get this game tied back up.
Yeah, that's always a rule of thumb if you're a defensive back is don't get beat deep. And that happened on one of the touchdown plays as Caden Page got behind the defense. And don't get me wrong, Moyer put it right on the money. And it couldn't have been handed to him any better. And then he took it in from about the 5-yard line in. But that was a big play by a quick striking offense by Wapak. But nonetheless, the Rough Riders only trail by 7, 14-7. Of course, as Zach said, Wapak will get the football to start the second half. And it's very important that the Rough Rider defense shuts this offense down and gets the ball back for the offense. And the offense, as Zach kind of pointed out probably during his statistics, they're moving the football, and they're moving it primarily between tackle and tackle, and their play of choice pretty much is like a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, the yards are even right now. 186 for St. Mary's, 187 for Wapak. St. Mary's is 12 first downs to Wapak 6. You didn't hear this, but the time of possession, Joe, St. Mary's had 18 minutes and 59 seconds. Wapak had 5 minutes and 1 second. So St. Mary's dominating the time of possession, but Wapak hasn't needed it. They've gotten these big plays and
the big
gotten
plays.
Scores.
Absolutely. They struck quickly. So we've got about a minute and a half remaining. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with a second half kickoff brought to you by Varsity Lanes. We'll do that and more right after this.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
This kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lane in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett will put the ball on the tee. And again, look at the Redskins. They scouted them out, didn't they?
Yeah. Joe, the Jackalope Stash kickoff temp, 77 degrees here. Dropped 5 degrees from the first half.
Triplett kicks it off. It's going to go into the end zone. Well, he dropped it and he picked it back up. That's Mullen. Mullen goes down the far sideline, breaks a kickoff. He's got one man to beat, and that's Triplett. He's to the 30, to the 20. Triplett shoves him, and he stays in bounds. Maybe it'll be a touchdown if he stayed in bounds. But right now we got a late Roots penalty flag on the field, thrown it at about the 33-yard line. We'll see if this one's coming back with a block in the back or something of that nature. Brady Triplett was the last one to get his hands on him. He tried to shove him out of bounds. I don't know if he went out of bounds or not, but nonetheless, we'll have to see what this penalty is. Sideline penalty.
Sideline warning for St. Mary's. I didn't see any. So they're going to.
I think they're going to call it a touchdown.
Call it a touchdown.
Zach.
Wow.
I think they're going to call it a touchdown. That's a 99-yard kickoff return by Jarrett Mullen. He took it at the. Well, no, we're going to call it a 100-yard return because he was right at the goal line when he picked it up. So you see it right there. He just picked it up at about the one.
Now they're saying he stepped out at the 5-yard line.
All righty, they're going to say that he stepped out at the 5-yard line, so it'll be first and goal for the Rough Riders and negate the 100-yard kickoff return.
Bizarre.
95-yard return by Mullen. It's at the 5.
Nobody's
first
covering the
goal.
receiver down here.
Give it to touchdown as he walks right on into the end zone. Jarrett Mullen, the 5'7" junior. First offensive play for Wapak, and they just cleared out the right side of the Rough Rider defense. The defense flowed to the left, and he just cut back and walked it right into the end zone. 27 on the American Legion scoreboard. Wapak leads with Eisert's point after attempt, and it is good. So with 11:39 remaining here in the third quarter, we are just underway. It's the Wapak Redskins 21, the Rough Riders 7 on the American Legion scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field, where the Wapakoneta Redskins struck quickly and lead 21-7 on the American Legion scoreboard. This kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes. Kessler, Moore, and Osborne back to receive the kickoff. They'll be standing at about the 10-yard line as Osborne. The 15-yard line is Moore and Kessler. It's a short kick taken by Kessler. He's at the 30. Nice block by Osborne. And Kessler is drugged down, but not before he reaches the 37-yard line.
Well, you absolutely have to respond here for St. Mary's offense.
You do. So Aiden Meinerding will come in. He'll take the first snap of the second half for the Rough Riders at quarterback. Man in motion. Give the ball to Caleb Schmidt.
We've got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. We'll give him a gain of about 8 on the play. But we'll see what the penalty is all about. It's going to be holding.
Yep, they're going to call it holding on St. Mary's. I think it's going to be on Gavin Ehlers, 73. He's right here on the end. Let's see if we can tell. Kind of wrapped around there a little bit as he fell to the ground.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. We'll call it first down and 20 for St. Mary's. Trey Moore wide to the left. Kessler, he's going to roll. He's got a little bit of running room. We'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play.
They really wanted to throw that one. Didn't see if he had anybody open down the field.
A little confusion on the play call. Meinerding and Kessler both in the ball game. This will be interesting.
Got to hurry. Got 7 seconds left on the play clock.
Man in motion. Meinerding turns. He's going to roll. He's going to look for Kessler. And he drops the football.
I think he covered it back up, fortunately. But that's going to be a monster hole here on 3rd down. Tried to tuck it and just squirted out the back when he's tucking it.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 24 from the 23-yard line of St. Mary's. Reverse by Osborne, and Wapak has got him pinned in, and it's going to be another loss. Osborne just whirls around. I think he looked like he wanted to give it to Meinerding, but then he tucked it.
I think that was that option,
yeah,
that reverse option play that we saw actually work well last week.
Brian Pack on the tackle. And you can put a bazillion tiny homes on this property that they have to make up. 4th and 28. Triplet to punt. He's the Western Buckeye League's 2nd leading punter, averaging nearly 40 yards a game. That one's on the bounce.
That's off of
might
him.
Be touched.
Yep.
Caden Page mishandled the punt, but was able to fall on it. It's like he didn't extend his arms and almost kicked it off his kneecap. Not a particularly good punt. Pretty good roll.
Yeah, that's the fortunate thing. It definitely not a booming punt, but had a nice over-end roll to it.
1st and 10 for Wapak at their own 47-yard line. Caleb Moyer at quarterback. He brings it down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ryan Ruvold in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 3 and 4, 11.
That was a hitch and go pattern. Little pump fake to Caden Page, and then he turned and ran down the sideline.
Good job, Luke Warren's.
Yep,
not
absolutely not biting.
Not.
Yep. Bournes did not bite on the fake. And good coverage there by Luke Bournes. So it'll bring up a Minster Bank money but down for this Rough Rider defense. 8:05 remaining. Moyer across the middle. It's bobbled and caught and dropped. So we'll see what the officials call on this one. I think it might.
I don't think he ever.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't think he ever had control. It was bouncing.
We'll see it here on the Larry Schaff instant replay. Caught it, bobbled it, then dropped it.
Yep.
Never had possession. So that'll bring up a punting situation with Ethan Eisert, the punter. He is the Western Buckeye League's leading punter. He's averaging 47.3 yards per punt. Back to receive the punt is Trey Moore. He'll be standing at about the 11-yard line. End over end punt is going to hit and
way out of bounds.
Yep, it'll go out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Now they're going to mark it at the 9, at about the 20-yard line. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at their 20-yard line. Congratulations to James Mabry. He's the winner of our Rough Rider Trivia question, and there he is on your screen. That player right there is Damon Moore. Everybody remembers the 1992 state championship game between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Fostoria Redmen. Osborne bounces to the outside. He's to the 23-yard line and is run out of bounds. Damon Moore later went on to play at Ohio State, became an All-American there, and was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the National Football League. So congratulations to James Mabry. You can pick up your gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance next week during regular business hours.
Well, good job from the St. Mary's defense of getting the stop there. Now you got to see offense try to respond here. No more penalties, no more backwards plays.
Caleb Schmidt should have a Fowler TV first down.
A little surprised that Wapak was still trying to run the ball and trying things inside. I thought if you're Wapak, I'm taking 2 or 3 shots deep immediately.
Caleb Schmidt runs to the sideline. Osborne and Rammel in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. We'll give him a gain of 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Ball is placed at the St. Mary's 33-yard line.
Wonder if they're going to try to sneak again. Wapak's been adjusted better.
Good call. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 5 for St. Mary's. Trey Moore wide to the right. Rammel in motion. That'll be a Fowler TV first down. Nice job by
Noah Dixon.
It's his first carry of the ball game.
That was a lot of speed coming off the line there. I like the way he ran that dive.
Riders go 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Kessler rolls to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be brought down at about the 49-yard line. So nice run by Kessler.
I like that he made the decision right away that time. Didn't kind of hesitate, just turned the corner and saw space and went. I would have liked if he had tried to take that a little outside. almost like he ran right towards where the defenders were. I thought he had some space down the sideline.
2nd down 3 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at the 49-yard line. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. He bounces to the outside. That'll be a Fowler TV first down. He's run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. So they'll move the chains again for the Rough Riders.
Riders will go 1st and 10 from the Redskin 43-yard line.
Oh, Riders and their coaches doing a great job of figuring out the formations just to give these guys with huge holes.
Kessler keeps it, goes to the right, and he'll be tackled out of bounds.
What we're seeing here is the Riders are noticing that Wapak in these certain formations is putting nobody on the outside on this near side of the field. We've seen 3 or 4 plays now in a row. Hey, we're just going to run a dive right off tackle. We're going to run a quick sweep with the quarterback on that side. It's wide open, and until Wapak covers it up, we're going to keep trying it.
Rammel. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. He'll be close to a Fowler TV first down. Boy, the 2 big fellows on the left side, Kobe Reinecke and Xander Post, both of them fellows are 260 pounds. And they're both on the left side of the offensive line.
Yeah, they're blocking a lot better this week than we saw against Defiance.
It'll be a Fowler TV first down. There's Osborne with the quick pitch. He breaks it through, dives forward. He's across the 25-yard line. Clock continues to run. 3:51 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We'll give him a gain of 8. We'll call it 2nd down and 2. Rough Riders are going to have to score quickly because they've got to make up 2 scores. Osborne, he'll be close to a Fowler TV first down. We'll see if they'll move the chains. It doesn't look like it. He's going to be about a half a yard short. So we'll call it 3rd down and a short 1 for the Rough Riders. Here comes Caleb Schmidt into the ball game. Noah Dixon out. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout called on the field. So with 3:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter on the American Legion scoreboard, the Redskins 21, Rough Riders 7. Back right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
0-8-1-6-2.
Well, I'm out of that 50-50 drawing for another week. Not even close. All righty, we're back.
That was a big 50-50 tonight.
What was it, over $4,000?
Yeah.
Sheesh. It was yellow. Oh, no, excuse me, it was blue. It was blue.
Kessler.
There's Kessler with the football. He's got an opening up the middle, and he'll get inside the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone, so it'll be first down Rough Riders. Nice call by the offensive staff. You see it there on our Larry Schaff auto sales instant replay. So the Rough Riders will have it first and goal at the 8-yard line of Wapak. Full house in the backfield. Turn. Caleb Schmidt.
Yeah, Caleb Schmidt just with the little off tackle out of the full house.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1. Yeah, we'll call it 1.
Good job on that right side. Gavin Ehlers getting in there.
Full house in the backfield. Quarterback sneak, Kessler, and it's going to be a
touchdown.
Jackalope Stash touchdown for Jacob Kessler on the quarterback sneak. So with 1:59 remaining, Jacob Kessler takes a quarterback sneak into the end zone with the point after coming by Brady Triplett. This extra point is being brought to you by our friends at Jackalope Stash. Luke Rammel will hold. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:59 remaining in the third quarter, big 7 points by the Rough Riders. It's the Redskins 21, the Rough Riders 14. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Rough Rider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery services available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did. All righty, we welcome you back. Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, 1:59 remaining. This kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. If you haven't, make the call to Varsity Lanes. Brady Triplett to do the kicking for the Rough Riders.
Wapak trying not to get hornswoggled up here on the onside.
Nice kick, and it'll go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wapak at their own 20-yard line.
That's a good way to prevent any big run back again.
Well, I thought the other one was, in all honesty, and maybe you will be able to pull that clip and ask Bill. He caught it. I mean, he was on the goal line when he caught it, and then he dropped it, and then he picked it up at about the 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's where it touches him, if he was on the end zone or not.
If his feet were in the end zone and
Exactly.
he touched it,
exactly.
I think that's a touchback. But we'll talk with Bill Krug this week on rules of the game.
1st and 10, Wapak. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Mullen will bounce it to the outside. He'll have a nice gain of about 17 yards on the play. Boy, everything Wapak touches is big. Big plays. How many plays have they run on the entire night?
They've thrown, we don't have a play count in this stats right here, but, oh, here we go. Total offensive plays, 20. 20 plays for 209 yards. St. Mary's total offensive plays, 56.
Mullen on the carry, so basically they're averaging about 10 yards per play.
Yeah, 10.5 yards average per play. St. Mary's averaging 4.6 yards per play.
Give Mullen a gain of 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Clock is running. 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter. The Rough Rider defense needs to stop this high-powered offense to put the ball back in the hands of the Rough Rider offense. Mullen on the carry. He'll go to the right, and he'll pick up a 1st down, break a tackle, and he's still moving. That'll move the change for the Redskins.
I saw too many St. Mary's defenders just not really knowing where the ball was.
We want to make mention one more time that the Rough Rider offense is without the services of Colton Mabry
who is still feeling the effects, I believe, of that tackle last week against the Defiance Bulldogs. We have no official word as to what his injury is pertained to or when he will be back. Mullen bounces to the outside. He'll pick up another first down. We'll give him a gain of about 13 on 13 on the play. That'll be they're going to stop the clock while they move the chains. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So with the score on the American Legion scoreboard, the Wapakoneta Redskins 21, St. Mary's Rough Riders 14. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph. All righty, we're back at Grand Lake Health System Field for the fourth and final quarter. Some scores around the Western Buckeye League. Kenton leads Bath 28-1. Shawnees trails Salina 16-3. Defiance all over Van Wert 34-7. OG leading Elida 21-7. First and 10, Walpock. The ball is at the 35-yard line. Mullen again. He'll dance through the 32-yard line.
This is the location on the field where we saw St. Mary's' defense buckle down and not break the second drive. If they want to have a chance at this is where they need to step up and stop a score.
We'll call it second down and 7 for Walpock. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Moyer. Rough Rider defense has him. He's going to launch it down the field. The pass is caught by Grant Hauser, the tight end, for a touchdown in between two Rough Rider defenders.
Unbelievable. What a pass and catch. Moyer's bottled up, should have been tackled a few times there. And he just puts it up for grabs.
Parker Beam, Jacob Kessler, two defenders back there to try to stop that play. 27-14 with the point after by Isert Cumming. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter, it's Walpock 28, St. Mary's 14. Back right after this.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Back at Grand Lake Health System Field, where the Wapakoneta Redskins have just scored to take a 28-14 lead with 11:06 remaining in the fourth quarter on the American Legion scoreboard. This kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Ethan Eisert will do the kicking off for the Redskins. Kessler, Osborne, and Moore back to receive the kickoff for St. Mary's. Kickoff line drive will go to Trey Moore. Trey's going to get it out to about the 31-yard line where he is brought down by a host of Redskins. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders have 14 points to make up and 10:59 to do it.
It'll be interesting to see if they stick to the traditional wing tee, if they try some shotgun out.
Or they start throwing the football a little bit.
Yep.
Terry Amborski, the center for the Rough Riders, brings him out. Kessler calls the signals. Give the ball to Osborne. Give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and... No, we'll give him a gain of 3. Call it 2nd down and 7.
Well, if they're going to run it like this, I think they got to have a little bit more urgency with the play calling and with getting to the line. And
counter back with Fink. Nice run by Dylan Fink.
And he had a lot of space there. It looked like he could have broke that outside. That was really close to being a huge play.
We'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 1 for the Rough Rider offense. Wing to the left, split backfield for the Rough Riders. Give the ball to Schmidt. And that'll be a Fowler TV 1st down as he crosses midfield into Wapak territory. Ball will be placed at the Redskin 49-yard line as he picks up a Fowler's TV 1st down.
A clear hole there from that fullback dive. Lots of space.
I think somebody on the line, I think the left side of the line moved, so it'll be a Roots Pub penalty. They'll move it back 5. First and 15.
St. Mary's players and coaches are telling the official that they think somebody is calling out the cadence a little bit.
Pitch to Osborne. He bounces off a tackle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and gain a couple of more. So we'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9.
Redskin 48-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Next week, the Rough Riders will be at home against the OG Titans right here at Grand Lake Health System Field. We'll be here to bring it to you, and that will be the end of the first half of the season. And then in the second half of the season, we will be here one time. We will be at home next week, 2 on the road, 1 at home, and then the final 2 games of the year will be on the road.
Next week will be a big night as well. It'll be the Hall of Fame night. I'll be interviewing Bill Kellermeyer up here at halftime, and there'll be a whole host of awardees and honorees on the field before the game.
Kessler drops straight back. Throws it to, is that Moore?
That was Minerding actually throwing it to Kessler.
Oh, well, that fooled me. So good job by Minerding. to Kessler. Good job. Sets up. Strong throw. And Kessler makes a nice grab, gets his arms underneath the football, so it'll be a Fowler TV first down.
Nice little 5-step drop there from Minerding. A little underthrown, but put it to where Kessler could get to it, and Kessler made a great catch.
He was the only one that could get it. That's right where you want it. Ball is at the 36-yard line of Wapak. Osborne. Be a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it second down and 5.
Gain of 4 to bring up second and 6 from the Redskins 32-yard line.
You know, Zach, when you look at the Rough Riders and the way they line up, you got pretty much full house in the backfield, one receiver to the left coming out here. They're really giving you no indication that they're going to throw at all.
No, they're getting big chunks of
counter
plays.
Back.
I think that was Luke Rammel on that. Yeah, they're getting big chunks of plays, but you're down 2 scores with 8 minutes, 7 minutes now. I think you got to think about throwing it and stopping the clock at least.
Third down and 3 for the Rough Riders at the Wapak 29-yard line. 6:35 remaining. Moore wide to the left. Kessler's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down. Again, number 57, Chris Martin, who's had a pretty good defensive ball game for the Wapakoneta Redskins. And
yeah, we've been saying his name all night.
Yep.
He just came right over the top of the Garden Center there in the middle.
Yep.
Camden Roth came right through the A-gap.
A good job by Martin, good sportsmanship there. He could have slammed Kessler to the ground, but heard the whistle and just shoved him away. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 8 for the Rough Riders. This is a big play right here. 2 receivers to the right. We've got a wing in motion. That's Miller. Low snap, and we've got what? Penalty flag on the field, a Roots Pub penalty flag thrown by the back judge. We'll see what that is.
They're going to say timeout.
We got a Miller Funeral Home timeout called by the Rough Riders. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. 5:39 remaining. Rough Riders have 14 points to make up, and they've got a 4th down and 8 situation in front of them. Amborski over the football. Minerding turns. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw it back, and Kessler's there, and throws it out of bounds. So good defense there by number 8 for Wapak. That's Bryson Pack with Kessler.
Yeah,
step for step.
Looking for a throwback pass there to Kessler, but he was well covered, and Minerding had someone in his face and had to get rid of it and just chucked it way too deep.
So that will turn the ball over on downs, and we'll give the football back to the Wapakoneta Redskins with 5:31 remaining. Moyer, give the ball to Mullen. We'll give Mullen a gain of 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Clock will continue to run. Rough Riders have 2 timeouts remaining. The Redskins have all 3 timeouts remaining. They're going to let the play clock run down as far as they possibly can before they snap the football. Because obviously time is on their side, leading by 14 points.
Yeah.
So we're at 9 on the play clock right now. It'll probably be snapped when it's about at 2. And he gets it off. Moyer on the carry. Calls his own number. He gets out just a little bit shy of the first down. So we'll call it 3rd down and about 1 for the Rough Rider, for the Wapakoneta Redskins. This is a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. Moyer, he'll call his own number, and he's going to be short.
Well short.
So we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field called by the Rough Riders. We'll take a break. Redskins lead on the American Legion scoreboard, 28-14. Back right after this. The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services. All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. 3:52 remaining. It'll be 4th down and short for the Wapakoneta Redskins. And this probably here, a 1st down, will pretty much seal the deal. I thought the Rough Riders jumped.
I think they jumped, but they really didn't get in the neutral zone.
Mullen, he's got the 1st down, and he stays inbound. So that should just about do it.
Good play call there from Wapak. Everybody was crushing down low, and they decided to go to the outside with Mullen.
Yep. Nice tackle by Parker Beam, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Clock continues to run. As I said, they're going to use as much of the play clock as they possibly can. It's down to 12. Moyer, give him the gain of about 3 on the play. I'm not really sure who Wapakoneta plays the rest of the season. I know they will play Salina the very last game of the year, but
they play everybody the week before we do.
Correct.
So
they will have the Elidas and the Shawnees and the Van Werts. So they just played OG last week.
Mm-hmm.
Call it 2nd down and 7. Mullen gave him the 1st down.
2:23 remaining.
Yeah, they've got Van Wert at home next week, then Shawnee, then Kitten away, at Elida, home against Bath, and at Salina. And that you hate to look forward that much, but I'd be surprised if anybody in the WBL beats them this year.
Mullen is going to be close to a first down, give him a gain of about 7 on the play. So it looks like Wapak with this win will run their record to perfect 4-0 on the season, 3-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The Rough Riders will drop to 500, 2-2 overall, and 1-2 in the Western Buckeye League, with the OG Titans coming to town next Friday night. The Hall of Fame game here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. A lot of pregame activities. If you get an opportunity, we'd love to see you in the stands.
Yeah, it's always a great night. Weather's still nice here for the early season. It's starting to get a little chillier, starting to feel a little bit more like football.
You know, I'm not a big fan of them moving the season earlier in the year, but I do like the fact that it's still fairly decent at the middle of October when the season's over. All right, we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We got 1:08 remaining. Wapak leads. Back right after this.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. We're down to the final 68 seconds of this contest.
1:10 on the clock.
Thanks to all of our sponsors there. Saw a lot of them. We've been calling them out during the game. Need to give an extra special call out to Spring Street Storage.
We got to.
No turnovers, no sacks tonight. But thank you, Spring Street Storage, for sponsoring us. Good that we didn't have any turnovers.
Right now they're waiting to put 2 seconds back on the clock. There we go. We've got it. So, yeah, Spring Street Storage, our turnover and sack sponsor, and unfortunately neither of those happened tonight. But nonetheless, we appreciate them sponsoring Rough Rider football and all of our sponsors throughout tonight's game and throughout the season. Again, if it wasn't for our sponsors, we would not be able to bring this game to you. Moyer, that'll be a first down. And so from here, I think, well, the Rough Riders have used all their timeouts. So right now, Wapak can go into victory formation, I believe. Yep. So for the Rough Riders, Zach, and just a matter of giving up the big play. Again, Wapak on this particular drive has added to their play total. But before that, as you mentioned when I asked you a while back, they had 20 plays the entire ball game, averaged 10 yards a play.
Yeah, they're only sitting at 35, and I think 10 to 12 of them have just come in the last drive, just eating up clock here. Really didn't have to use a lot of plays, didn't have to use a lot of time of possession.
That's going to be it. The scoreboard clock will run out before the play clock, so this ball game is over. So the Wapakoneta Redskins will win it by a score of 28-14. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes post-game show. We'll do that and more and wrap things up from Grand Lake Health Systems Field right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
All righty, we welcome you back to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes post-game show. You see on your screen both teams taking a knee at midfield, and I think probably being led in prayer by one of the coaches, but nonetheless, that's a pretty cool sight to see. But Zach, as far as this ball game is concerned, number-wise, the Rough Riders started out moving the football and looked like they was dominating the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's just a matter of just giving up the big plays for Wapak.
Yeah, it looked like they had early on a lot of opportunities. If they could have gotten the end zone that first drive, it's like momentum just kept getting sucked away by a big play from Wapak. Overall, I was definitely happier with the way that the rushing game looked for St. Mary's this game than compared to Defiance. But a team as good as Wapak that you've kind of circled all year as being the toughest game on your schedule, you can't have any big plays given up. You can't have any mistakes. You have to play dang near perfect.
Yeah.
Looking at some of the stats, St. Mary's 20 first downs to Wapak's 13. Total yards, almost exactly the same. St. Mary's 298, Wapak 307. Wapak had 176 passing yards. St. Mary's had 17. St. Mary's had 63 rushing attempts for 281 yards. Wapak had 24 rushing attempts for 131 yards. 3 penalties for St. Mary's for 20 yards. 1 penalty for Wapak for 5 yards. I thought it was a lot cleaner this week compared to last week. So a better job of working on some of those problems there on the penalty side. Third down conversions pretty bad for St. Mary's, 5 for 12. But we did see some good fourth downs. Wapak was 4 for 7. Average drive start, St. Mary's on the 29, Wapakoneta on the 44-yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's 33 minutes and 20 seconds. Wow. Wapak just 9 minutes and 9 seconds. And I think the last 4 or 5 minutes was right there in that drive. So even before that last drive where they just ate up clock to end the game, they only had 5 or 6 minutes of possession. That's how many just big plays they had.
That's big plays, yep.
Looking at some of the individuals, Aiden Meyerding was 2 for 3 for 17 yards passing. Looking on the rushing side, Dominic Osborne, 28 rushes for 104 yards. Jacob Kessler, 16 rushes for 77 yards. Caleb Schmidt, 10 rushes for 62 yards. And then for Wapak, Caleb Moyer, 5 for 10 for 171 yards. Jarrett Mullen, 14 rushes for 100 yards. Grant Stauffer, 2 catches for 97 yards. Caden Page, 2 receptions for 42 yards. So overall, yeah, I think if you're Beaufry, you can't ever be happy with losing, but tonight you saw tremendous effort, a cleaner game, and something to build on for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
You've gotten probably your hardest game out of the way. Buckle down now. You got 2 losses in a row. Let's make sure that those are the only 2 losses that you have for the rest of the regular season.
Absolutely. So with the 2 losses, in my opinion, it's always difficult to win the league with 2 losses. I don't know how far back you would have to go in the records to find out a team that won the Western Buckeye League with 2 losses. I'm sure it has happened, but it's rare. So nonetheless, the Rough Riders have got to put that aside. They've got to continue to play good football because, keep in mind, I know we've got 6 weeks to go, but we can always look forward to the postseason.
Absolutely.
And so that would be probably the next goal. Have a winning season. Let's make it into the postseason and go forward from there, which is what we saw last year. They started out like 1-4 in the first half of the season, ran the table in the second half, made it into the playoffs, and at least won their first round, lost in the second round of the playoffs. So they've got a lot of things to build on.
We've seen this team before. They come together like a fist when they have adversity, and I don't think we'll see anything different this year. I think it'll be good for the rest of the season, and we'll see what they can do in the playoffs.
Well, that's going to do it here from Grand Lake Health Systems Field. The OG Titans will come to town next week. We'll be here to bring you all the play-by-play action. Once again, homecoming queen, congratulations to Elizabeth Good and her court. And, of course, this is a big weekend for students attending the homecoming. We just hope that that you have a safe and enjoyable homecoming this weekend. So we pass that along to you. So for our entire Rider Nation station crew, in the truck, John, Logan, Rich, and Dave. Our camera crew is Ross, Doug, and Kelly J. Came out of retirement to run a camera for us, so we appreciate Kelly doing that.
Look at that motley crew down there.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have pizza in front of them.
That's true, yeah.
So, but nonetheless, we thank everybody for watching tonight's ball game on Rider Nation Station. Once again, the final score: the Wapakoneta Redskins 28. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 14. The win runs Walpock's record to 4-0. Overall, 3-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The loss runs St. Mary's records to 2-2, 1-2 in the Western Buckeye League. For my colleague Zach Farrell, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next week, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.